Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you just some techniques on building Japanese or Asian architecture in general, because someone requested that. So first thing you want to do is figure out which blocks you want to use. Sandstone, wood, white wool, those are all typically good blocks, and they look Asian enough. Fences are also quite useful to do side uh, supports. I really love using white wool as the base of things, um, because that's more it's more Japanese, and yeah. Um, so I have a simple base there, and really what I just do is I think of it as I build. So it really is up to you how you want to build your building, and I can't fully teach you how to become good at building Japanese architecture because there's hundreds or millions of millions of options for you when you're building. Um, so I'll just show you a few designs that might be a possibility. Um, yeah. I've been working less with Japanese architecture recently, but um, I think it's alright still. This doesn't look so great. That looks more Western. Also, what I used for Himeji Castle was Google Maps, their Earth view, because that gives you a 3D model, which is very detailed, and yeah, you just base it off that. So, with castles in Japan, they have their sandstone bases, which will look like this, at a larger scale, obviously. Okay, we'll just build a segment of the building. And you can choose how many tiers you want, and also the height of each tier. Another possibility in between each is you could throw in grass or water. So let's do that. Perfect. And that. We'll make a nice canal here. There we go. Okay, and a water bucket. There we go. And that's not good. Now it's a bit more stylized, but you can modify these to cater your style. For example, with grass. That looks alright. But anyways, we're going to move on now to the third tier once again. And I usually like to start with flooring. I'm using the dark wood with this. It's much better than any other for a Japanese floor. Similar to the Japanese maple, I believe. And now you have two options. I'm probably going to go with the darker one. And you'll start like that. These are supports, which your castle will need just for design purposes. Okay, there we go. It's looking pretty good. And let's find our fences. Now you want fence supports, like this. Okay, And you want more main beams, so I'm going to switch woods, or not. Now comes the wool, after you do something along the lines of this, just for more detail, with upside down wood stairs. Oh, and like that. Okay, and now you can begin the first roof. And obviously there's multiple of these levels, so we'll continue on to that. They're all going to be pretty similar, unless you want to change up the design. And continue the roof in another tier. You can choose to use half slabs if you want. That will just give a more subtle style. So we'll change up to that just to show you the two options. And you don't even need that. Oh right, that's more of a Japanese tea house where you would only have one floor. So we'll revert and add that as a corner piece. A more stylized way of doing corner pieces would be to increase their height and extend them going outwards. These things are pretty tricky to figure out, but it's all a matter of experimentation, trying to find what looks best. That doesn't look great, but we could certainly fix that later on. Yeah. And then you go like that, and that. Anyways, that's the style you might want. That's more of... Actually, all things have that. All Asian architecture might have that. Okay, and now we want to continue up to the next floor. After adding in a bit more detail here. Now it's really just up to you to see what looks the best. I'm just gonna throw these in, maybe. Yeah, it really depends on you and what you want. That doesn't look so great. And then you can add these in for the corner pieces. That looks much better. If you're going to do that with this tier, you might want to continue it on to this one, and probably not this one, since the castle's lying right on it. Anyways, we're going to move on to the next floor. So we'll build that. Okay, and now you want to start with the same wood supports. After finalizing this design, it won't change much after that, since you can't really do that in Japanese architecture. It's not as abstract as others. Yes, I do overuse fences, but they look great, so that's not a big worry. Alright. That's looking good. Once again, we should fix that eventually. Okay, it's looking good. We want to extend this out one. When you get to the even higher floors, like 3 or 4, you actually want to downsize the height, maybe by 1 or 2 blocks, just to match the real life architecture. And remember, this is just a segment, and there will be other parts that aren't covered in this video, but this is the core of the building. So we followed a similar roof design like that, and added these in, and that's looking pretty good. Another alternative to those are these. Like that. And once again, you could add in windows to replace the wall, so we'll go ahead and do that. Now you see that there's no wall here, so we'll get rid of those stairs. And now you have a nice pocket window. So we'll add that here. Generally, these windows will be sparsely placed and won't be placed every block. So like here will be this design, and then another one of that design, and then you could put one of these. It's just really random how they're placed. Okay, so now we're moving out to the 3rd level. It's a bit smaller now. So we won't be able to build these supports unless we go here. And now we're going to downsize the height to probably 3 blocks high. Alright, and you add that, and that, and that, and that. Now you want to move on to the flooring, which I think I should place here. And here and here, and right, yeah, like that. Now you're going to want to place your wool again. You can put windows in once again, but we'll forget about that for this floor. And let's get the time back. Alright, that's looking good. And now the 4th or 5th floor is going to be your last. It's up to you. You could even make it 50 floors, but that's not really recommended, because it just kind of ruins the style. Anyways, here's our last floor, and then we're onto the roof. Yeah, so let's get the flooring down. Oops. Let's get the flooring down. Like that again. Now there's definitely... Oh, yeah, there's space, but... Yeah, let's go ahead with that. And once again, we'll use 3. Okay, there we go. And 3 high fences. Oh, missed that one. Let's do this pure wool instead. Okay, let's use this again. And finally, we're onto the roof. And when it comes to the roof, once again, it depends on you. If you find that your building is too wide, you can extend these roofs by using half slabs, which looks actually nicer than without them. So you could do that and then move it in one so that the half slabs are lying on those. Like this is a very steep castle right now. But yeah, so yeah, just modify those if you need to, and don't if you don't have to. So now we're working on the roof. I'm going to make it a bit smaller than you would, just for demonstration purposes. Alright, and these sides won't actually go up. And since we have an even number, we'll just put fences like that, and that. Alright, and oops, that's not going to work. Actually, yes, it will. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. And here we go, on to the next. Okay. Here we go. And you want to add in a curved roof if you this is mainly for houses, but you could use it for this style because it's all the same civilization, and who knows, they could have used it. Oops, that's the end of the world. Alright, and that is your castle. You can add improvements to it. You could even change the color of the wall, although not recommended. A red color is nice for achieving a more Chinese look, since it represents good luck, I believe. Yep, and then you could even replace the roofs with blue, which is more of a Thai temple look. Thai temples have a very, very different style from this. You may want to Google those up before attempting, and ask me if you want a tutorial on them. Because I've been there recently, and I might have a better picture. So yeah, there is your building, and feel free to ask me if you have any questions on it, and suggestions for future videos, because I'm always looking for future video ideas and appreciate all of you guys giving suggestions and feedback on my videos. Yeah, so thanks for watching.